Sharkie Gamer here. So today we're taking a look at a very rare Atari 2600 controller. This is the Cosmic Commander Control. Up top here you can see it says, turn your Atari 2600 into a power arcade with Cosmic Commander Control. And it's got a cool image there of the controller. In the corner here it's got the MB Electronics logo, which is the Milton Bradley company. Down here it says action-packed video game cartridge included, and the game is Survival Run. On the top of the box it has another image of the controller and of course someone actually holding it. And just here it says, for added video excitement, replace your Atari joystick with Cosmic Commander Control. And the sides are pretty basic, they pretty much show the same thing. Same with the back. But on the bottom of the box it says, just insert the Survival Run cartridge into your Atari console. Put your hands on the Cosmic Commander Control and let the space adventure begin. Which way do you turn? Your TV screen is suddenly a maze of caverns, lying deep inside a distant planet. Can you travel at hyperspeed, guiding your spaceship through the maze? Shoot marauding guards in the maze, and finally destroy the alien moss that waits for you at the end of your ride. Look at the computerized navigation chart and plan your route. Then maneuver your Cosmic Commander Control right, left, forward and back, and your ship will follow your direction. Take a wrong turn or run out of energy and kaboom, you and your ship will be pulverized. Press the fire button on your control to shoot photon torpedoes at alien guards in their force fields. Feel the Cosmic Commander Control vibrate, light up and emit combat sounds as you run through the maze. The Survival Run cartridge and your Cosmic Commander Control, together with your Atari game system, deliver the most exciting space challenge ever. The cartridge, the control, and your game system let you experience the ultimate subterranean space game. Are you ready for the adventure? And down the bottom here it shows you the contents. One controller console, one video game cartridge, 2 label sheets, 4 rubber feet, 1 instruction booklet. And here it says, plugs into your Atari joystick port, or plugs into Sears Telegames Video Arcade, or CollectorVision with the expansion model for Atari. Use with any Atari compatible game cartridge. And down the side here it just shows you some screenshots from the game Survival Run. And of course down here it says 4D batteries required for special effects, but not needed to play video games. Alright, so let us have a look at the controller. Now I've already taken the controller out of the box just because I needed to pre-install the batteries. And I'll tell you why in a moment. But this is the controller. This is the Cosmic Commander. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. So that's it, sits on your desk like that. That's the front of it. That's the side of it. Back. The side. Top view. Now of course that's your cable. And that's the connection. Turning over onto the bottom, this is your battery slot. Basically it slides that way and you install your 4D batteries. I've already installed the batteries because this latch here can be very hard to get off and put on, so I already put the batteries in there to make it easier. And the batteries make this controller a lot more heavier. And that's what it says on the base there. And it does say Milton Bradley Co. right there. Okay, so having a closer look at the actual controller here. On the front it says Power Arcade Series. And of course it's got a bit of a sticker there that kind of makes it look like a control console. Moving up you've got these 2 red handles on either side. And of course on the top you've got like a crosshair. And on here you've got a button. Just there. That's just a single button. Now first off, on the center of the controller you might have noticed there is this little screen here. I'll just pull this off. This actually pulls off, and inside you've got these transparent sort of things, and if you hold it to any kind of light it shines through it. So you can see it's like just a little extra thing that makes it look a bit cooler. And there were apparently different ones of these. This is the only one I've particularly got. And of course that's the window, and behind that you can see there's a bulb. And that's basically what gives it a backlight. And of course that just goes into that, and then this just clips back onto there. And clips into place. And then that's in there, solid. So when it lights up, it lights through there. On the top here it says Cosmic Commander. And that is the controller. Now first off, the lighting effects. Now when you have the D batteries installed, they basically help you control the lighting effects of this transparency, and they also control sound and vibration. Now sound and vibration comes from whatever game you're playing. It triggers something and it vibrates and it makes sound. But the actual lighting, if you just put the D batteries in without it plugged into a console, you can still show that. So you press this button, it lights up. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. And if you unpress it, it doesn't. So you can imagine when you press this to fire, it would light up the controller. So that'll basically, you can do that without the game plugged in or anything like that. It just uses the battery power to do that. But it does look pretty cool. Now the function of it, it basically works like a normal joystick. So your joystick, you normally have your directions like this. Well, this one basically, it still has that. If you push this thing forward, you basically hold the handles. If you were to push, I'll just show this. If you push it forward, it goes forward. You pull back, it goes back. So forward and back motion. And of course to turn, you just turn these handles. Like that. You can see it turns to side to side. Now you can see at the moment it's not, I can't do that while it's on the desk. And that's because underneath here, this battery compartment is slightly warped, and so it's lifting it up off the desk. So yeah, that's why it's not sitting flat for me. When it first came out, it would have sat flat, and those little grip legs underneath would have held it to the desk a bit better. And then you could have sat there and did this, and basically play Survival Run with the Cosmic Commander. So that's basically what it needs to be done. But it does still turn. I don't know if you can hear that mechanism when it turns. You can tell it's an older controller. And of course it moves forward and back. So really old mechanism inside there. And the button presses down fairly easily. It's a solid button, but it does work. It takes a little bit of pressure. So if I just put light pressure, it doesn't do anything. If you put hard pressure, it turns that light on. Overall, I mean, at the time, this would have looked like an amazing controller, because it does look really cool. Probably to attract all the kids to buy it, get their parents to buy it for them when the Atari was out. And it was a nice, basically, controller that just made the experience different. Because obviously, if you have the same type of joystick controller, it gets a bit boring after a while. So the Milton Bradley company made this, and basically it looks really cool. And of course that light makes it look pretty cool as well. It does look pretty awesome. So it basically works the same way as any type of joystick. It just looks different, looks a bit fancy. Basically to just attract more people, and it's got cool lighting effects. And if you have it plugged into the console and show the game, it'll have sound and vibration as well. Now, I don't actually have an Atari console, so that's why I cannot show gameplay at this time. And I don't actually have the Survival Run cartridge that this came with. When I bought this, it didn't come with the game. So that's why I can't show any gameplay at the moment. I haven't played this myself, just because I don't have an Atari yet. But down the track, if I do get an Atari, and when I do get the game, then I might do an update video and show some gameplay. Might be pretty cool. But for now, you can sort of have a look at it, and it's pretty basic of what it would do. It's just basically a fancy joystick. It looks really cool, but comes down to it, it's just a directional joystick. with one button. Now these are very rare now. To find one in its box is really hard. To find one mint in its box with everything it came with is really hard. They are really hard to get now. You'll be lucky if you find one on its own without anything that comes with it. So they're getting pretty rare. They're probably all sitting in the Atari collectors collections, but they are really cool items. And if you are a fan of the Atari controllers, then this is something that absolutely needs to be in your collection. It's pretty cool. It's very much a vintage controller now, and it's getting very rare to get. Especially because, remember, these were bought probably by parents for their kids and that, and the kids probably play with it a little while, and I mean, they're not very high quality, they are just really plasticky. So I mean, you can imagine a rough kid playing with this and breaking it. So I don't know how many of those would probably have been broken by the kids playing with them, because it is just plastic. It's nothing really solid. The battery give it lots of weight, but it's actually very light plastic, and I would say it'd be very easy to break this if you were rough with it. So you never know, probably a lot of them were damaged by kids when they were playing when they first came out. But overall it looks really cool. Very rare controller, awesome piece for any kind of gaming collection, especially if you're a fan of Atari. And this is the Cosmic Commander. Now I have done a video of the Flight Commander, which was the other controller in the Power Arcade series, so check that out on my channel if you're interested in that one as well. Give you one more look at it. It definitely does look pretty cool. So guys, that was the Cosmic Commander control. That's about all I can say about this one for now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I'll have heaps more gaming controllers and accessories up very shortly. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you'd like to, and if you like this video then hit that like button. It really helps out a lot, guys. And thanks for watching.